records or what?
I kind of already had like my first night out there in Cali and shit. We linked up with 50 and shit.
You guys ready to go?
Started up. So
yeah, whenever those are recording, then I'll hit record here.
Alright, we're good. You guys are rolling.
yeah, bro. Just one shit.
All right.
So is the phone and the cam rolling?
Yeah, they're both rolling.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep. I'll be in that room with the windows, so let me know when you guys finish.
All right, boss. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Shit. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the SMO Club. I'm out here with Southside General. Shit. Southmade800. Yo, say what's up, man. How's it going?
Shit, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? You know what it is, bro.
Shit, yeah, I had to tap in with you, bro. I had to definitely tap in with y'all ass. For real, no cap. But shit, how's it going, bro?
Shit, posted shit, just chilling, just fresh off of shooting a video last night. You know what it is and shit. Stay working and shit, but shit, we just chilling for the most part, you know.
Chilling for the most part and shit.
Hell yeah. Working for the most part, for sure. Always got something going on behind the scenes.
Shit, I seen that. You went to Khalifa. You went to LA like a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, shit. Last weekend, I think we was just out there on last weekend. Yeah, for sure.
Y'all went for like business and stuff?
Yeah, for a little business / vacation trip. But I definitely got some working out there. Fucking I sat out there with my boy Chris and shit from Valley Club. Shout out to that man.
Yeah.
I stood up out there and shit. We linked with BSG. You feel me? On the first night and shit. I got a song in with P4K and shit. Shout out to that man and shit. We also got a video coming in too. But yeah, we was just working this shit that first night and shit. I ain't even really rest or sleep and shit. And I drove shit. Hell no shit. But we was out there working till like 2-3 in the morning and shit. And then we was up the next morning at 8 in the morning with shooting videos with my mans and shit.
Getting into it and shit, getting to the grind.
Oh gosh, shit, we was working. I had to definitely take advantage and shit just cause like the scenery and shit was out. We was out there in like Alhambra area, and that's like Scottsdale, like with their twist that shit. Like
Alhambra, like.
Or yeah, oh, so you're from out there, so
yeah,
like
Anaheim.
Yeah, or not?
Is it by like where like Knott's Berry Farm is by, sort of, or like?
It's a little more up.
A little more up.
So like by
Calabasas. It started with an A.
Nah, we wasn't that deep up and shit. Shit. Let me see. I'll pull up all talking shit, but I'm not. Yeah, it was that area, but it was like lit though for real. Like we was like elevated on some shit. Yeah, we was elevated on some shit, so it was like the motherfucking
You can go ahead and spark that.
Rolling Heights.
Rolling Heights. Oh,
yeah, okay, for sure. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Bro, yeah, we was out there in Rolling Heights, you feel me? So, the scene was crazy, bro. Like I said, we was elevated on some shit, so, like, the cribs were up on the mountain and shit, so we got a good, like, overview of, like, the whole city and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, on top of that, it was still kind of cold, so, like, on the mountains, it was snow and shit. So, it was just lit as for, like, y'all definitely gonna see, like, when I drop the video with what I'm talking about and shit.
Would you say that, like, what's the difference between, like, recording a music video out in Cali to, like, recording one out here in the 602?
Shit's always gonna be love out here in the 602, but I just feel like, obviously, because Cali's bigger and shit, there's, like, so much more scenery.
The market's bigger and shit. Yeah.
Right, you could, like, there's just so much shit going on there in LA. That's why, like, LA, you feel me? When people be moving there when they try to make some moves and shit.
Hell yeah, that's like the spot where everybody be going to, like, when they want to, like, pop off or crack off. Like I'm moving to LA, fuck it. Like, you know,
oh, God, just because, there's hella shit going out there.
Type of exposure and promo. Nah. Hey, bro, so, like, let's get into it. Shit, so where were you born and, like, where did you grow up, bro?
Shit. Straight South Ends, bro. South side all day. I can't stress that enough on my people. Yeah. Shit, I was born right there up on I think like St. Luke's, I think, or some shit like that. One of those hospitals, St. Luke's, I'm pretty sure it is. But 7th Avenue Broadway, I grew up my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? Just right there. Now that's like that's as soon as you enter the South Side Broadway, that's probably one of the first streets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, my whole life from birth to like right now, like I can't lie. I'm still on the South to this day.
Yeah, Southside baby type shit.
Yeah, I ain't at the same Eddie and shit, but I'm definitely still on the South for sure.
Hell yeah, shit. Nah, that's hella gangster. So I heard that the Hayden Park, basically, like I heard that was like one of the first like Hispanic gains and Hispanic owned properties like by Hispanics type shit. Is that true and shit?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, on God, cause it's like even like going like back right now, like there's mad Mexicans and shit, you know, like mad fucking.
That's gotta feel good though, you know, seeing RAZA owning shit. Like
Hell yeah, for sure and shit. Cause even still, cause like when I pop out and shit to like right there in the hood and shit, like it's cool. Like on some like cool shit. Like I be getting like recognized and spotted and shit. You feel me? Like motherfuckers be like coming up to me and shit, be like, oh. Like, you know, I be fucking with your shit. I be seeing you and shit. And it's it's hella love and shit, cause it's all like, you know, all races, like all across the board and shit. But yeah, I got like little fucking homies and shit, little primos coming up to me and shit, talking about I be watching you on YouTube and shit. Yeah, shit love for sure. It's different.
Hey bro, so how was it like the first time like someone like walked up on you and was like, hey, like, is this you? Like, bro, is this like Southmade type shit? Like how did that feel, bro? Like when was the first time someone approached you on some shit like that?
Shit, I can't really remember when the first time was, but there was this one time and shit. It was one of the most recent most like first times. We was out there at the swap meet and shit with the family shit. You feel what I'm saying? Just like typical Wednesday night and shit, just posting and shit. Fucking we just looking at some shit and just like random, but out of nowhere, bro. Some kids just like run up to me and shit. It caught me off guard and shit like the first time and shit, just cause knowing where I come from, how life we live and shit. You know, you gotta stay on 10 at all times and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when someone's staring at you.
Yeah,
and shit,
for sure and
know.
shit. Like, and my back was to them. Like they came running, running up to me and shit. They grabbed me and everything. Like it was.
Damn, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, on God, bro. That's why I was like, what the fuck and shit. Like it was like.
So like they gave you like a hug or something?
Nah, they just like.
They're just like, hey, like,
damn,
you
fool. They're like,
Yeah,
hey.
like they like put me around and said like, hey, like you Southmade this and this and that. And like at first I was like, what the fuck, like, you know, like hold on now, you feel me, like and shit. But like they was just like all cheesy and shit. I was like, can I get a picture, shit? You feel what I'm saying? Then they was just like talking about like, yeah, I be seeing your videos, like this shit raw, this shit tight as fucking. That shit felt good, bro. After I realized like it was cool and shit. That shit felt good for sure. Like it let me speak. Like I didn't even know. They was asking for a picture and shit. I'm like, fuck. You telling one of them take the picture, like you feel me? Take the picture and shit, like we're quitting and but it was like definitely like
it was definitely love and shit. So it was like a humbling feeling type shit. Like your hard work is your work is like barely like showing type shit.
Right,
So that's like you're getting that recognition.
Yeah, for sure. And like shit, even though like to me, even if like like motherfuckers don't know me, I'm still gonna go hard regardless. But it's just like that feeling right there, knowing like that okay, I'm doing something. I'm actually what I'm doing is actually like getting somewhere and shit. It just makes me want to go like 1,000 times harder, even more than because it's like bet. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just getting started, so it's like bet.
Shit. So how long have you been rapping for?
Shit.
So when did you start?
I mean, shit. You know, I just as a kid and shit, you know, just always like rapping and shit, like the words and shit. But I didn't get like down to like. I was like, bet I'm finna make music and shit. It was probably like, I say like 2016. My boy, he was we was both rap like we would be on some like instrumentals, smoking shit, getting on some instrumentals and shit that, and but he I never really knew like any studios out here and shit at the time when I was young. That's why I never really hopped in it. But my boy, he did. And he would tell me, he'd be like, yeah, I'm like going to the studio, this and that and shit. So one day I rode with him and shit. And he was doing this thing and shit. And then I just got the dude's contact and shit. And then boom, it just went on from there. That was probably like 2016. And then I just, I think like the next day or that same night I hit him. I was like, yeah, I'm finna slide in tomorrow type shit. And it was like bet. And from 2016 to like 2019, I was just going off on and on type shit. I was mainly just like in the studio, just like trying to find my sound. You feel what I'm saying? Like I have a bunch of like
oh shit type shit.
Yeah, oh shit like and I just basically like I just really learned from that shit, just like listening, just getting my sound right, perfecting like everything and shit. Just cause like cause I remember like back then I booked like 3-hour sessions and shit and like not even finish a song. Like,
Deadass,
bro. Like,
so you was really trying to find your sound and shit.
Yeah, I was really working and shit. Like I like spending mad bread and shit, just going crazy and shit. Just like off of like nothing yet, nothing yet. I'm still trying to like find this shit. So then it was probably like 2019, 2020, the summer and shit. I ended up running into this new engineer and shit, this other dude, and shout out to my boy Hypnosis 614. That's that boy, you feel me? He be going crazy, man. Yeah, that boy certified, got his degree in this shit and everything. Like, he got my song right. He's the one that really like. I dropped my first song. He engineered my first song and shit. Shiners and shit. But yeah, that was when I was fucking with him and shit. I was like, I don't know, like just as the time was going on and shit, like I like hear the songs and shit, and I was like that was getting better and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like I came to like one point in time and shit. I was like, bet, like I can't be like, because when it first started, I was just like making songs for the gang type shit, like I was like cool, like just like cool.
It was just like
shit.
the homies and shit.
Yeah. So then that's like at the time when I was like I'm gonna take it serious, I was like, I'm gonna take it serious, so I gotta make a song. You feel me? Something like a hit, some motherfuckers gonna want to bump to for real. So then, so that was the mission and shit, to like make a little hit or whatever, you know. And then that's when Shiners came around and shit, and I made that song. And then I played it one time. We was drinking and shit, typical night with the homies and shit, and we was all lit though. We was all T2 and shit. It was like, yeah, like you gotta start with this one. Like you gotta shoot this one, this and this and that. And so I got that shit set up and shit. I hit my boy Chance and shit. That's that boy that shot that 3500 and shit. I hit him up and shit. I was like, yo, feel me? We just chopped it up and shit, linked up with him and shit. And this right here, this is like the summer of like 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking cause yeah, I dropped my first song in 2020, right? That new year or whatever. So it was like 2019, like the summer type shit right there. So fucking that's when I was getting everything together. I shot the video in November. And I released that bitch New Year Day, like January 1st, 2020. I released the video and shit.
What made you like release it on New Year's Day? You're just like fucking type shit.
Yeah, I was like fuck it, New Year. I'm going out of bang shit. Cause at the time, nobody like right now nobody was rapping. Like
that's true.
I swear, like 2-3 years ago, I
true.
couldn't name you 5 motherfuckers that was rapping out of Arizona. Now I can, but
that's fact.
So I was like, bet, you feel what I'm saying? Like I'm like boom. And then, bro, shirt shit, like, within that shit went crazy and shit. Like, within the first month, that shit hit, like, 5K views, shit, like, 300, 400 something likes and shit within the first month of my first ever, like, and then but I was definitely throwing up bread behind the promo and shit, like, I probably spent, like, a band or, like, something around there on, like, the promo alone, like, just, like, sending that shit out and shit on, like, pages and shit. And
what pages did you put it on? Like... They're like Latin beats or some shit?
Yeah, type shit like that. Spade TV. I be release shit on I be using It's All Phoenix.
Oh yeah. It's All Phoenix. I be fucking with. Shout out to It's All Phoenix for real.
Oh god, but yeah, I throw up grinding on that shit. People showing love on that motherfucker. But just shit like that, and I can't remember exactly. I use like a good like 5 of them or 6 of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and that shit was just going up and shit, and then shit the next month, or within the next month, cause I shot that 3500 beat or video, and it was actually my boy Chance that was like, you know, they be getting like creative and shit. They be like, I want to do something like different.
Yeah, I was about to say that. So who came up with that idea to do like that whole scene? Cause even the music video alone is kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, I was like, that shit hard.
That's why, like, yeah, bro. Like, well, when he gave me back Shiners and shit, and, like, I don't know, it was my first video, so I don't know if it was just cause like it was my first video. I was geeking over it. I was like, oh, this bitch hard and shit. This bitch raw. But I was like, yeah, I'm finna fuck with bro on the second one. So yeah, I followed back and shit, and then that's when he was like, yeah, I want to do something different, you know, like. And then that's when he came up with the idea. He was like, we should throw like this little scene and shit in the beginning, this and that. Or he just said like anywhere, like, and I was like, babe, we can do it in the beginning, shit, do like a little stage setup and shit. And
Didn't that track like you made with like Byron? That shit was hard too. Like y'all had that motherfucking QT cracking. Like that shit was jumping. Bro. I was like, damn. I bet motherfuckers were pulling up to pump gas, and then niggas was like, damn, fool. Like what's going on? Like,
dog, it's funny because that video wasn't even supposed to go down like that.
That shit hard.
Like how it went down, like not a damn thing was planned like that. So this was the plan for that video. Fucking, we was gonna start off at Southmade800, like at the little top and shit, and then like get the little view and shit, cause you know we got the city lit type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Get the view of the city and shit, and just tee up there for a little bit, and then we was gonna I don't really remember the rest, or on top, we was supposed to do some other shit, but by the time we got there, the motherfucking gates was closed, cause they closed at 7. I think we got there like at 8 or some shit.
Yeah, they do be closed.
So the gates was closed and shit. So what we did was we grabbed like some I don't know what the fuck we grabbed, but we grabbed something to hold the spikes down on the opposite side.
Oh shit.
And but it was working though. Like it was like some like plastic or heavy metal or something.
So it wasn't slashing y'all shit.
Yeah, so it wasn't slashing nobody's shit. Like it was funny. The first person who did it, nigga, took a fat ass risk because we was like, I don't know and shit. Like we was like, damn. But now we held that shit down like as they were going through, so it wouldn't lift or move and shit. And it was smooth and shit. We got like a cool like 6-7 cars came in and shit. Damn. Yeah, we was already risking with that motherfucker, guys. And then
imagine if they all would have came out fucking what? That's 7 cars full,
bro. And we had like 5, 6, 7 more behind us, like cars.
Damn,
all full of deep of niggas and bitches, niggas. We was
deep.
about to get this shit turned.
Damn.
But fucking after like the 6th car or whatever, fucking trucks come hauling ass for the opposite or like coming this way, fucking pull up and shit. They're like, yeah, well, like, whoa, y'all can't be doing this, that, like, what are y'all doing, this and that? Like, y'all gotta leave.
It was like a park ranger or something.
Yeah, some shit like that. They was like, y'all gotta leave or some shit. And we were like, all right, bet. Like, it was cool. Like, we didn't want no problems and shit. We were just all right, bet. So everyone fucking just smashed out, and that's when we ended up going to. We ended up going to this little other spot right there, like just like a next door plot that I knew of, and then that shit was a no go. Like 5 minutes later, motherfucker, like 6 cars, cop cars this time pulled up.
Oh shit,
deep as fuck, yeah. So they definitely called the niggas and was like, yo. So fucking, that's when we ended up at that gas station and shit. We was like just trying to come up with a spot real quick.
Did y'all like check in with the employees or y'all was just like pulling up like fuck it?
Nah, at the gas station.
Yeah.
We all just pulled up to regroup to like find a spot that we could shoot at real quick, like, cause we weren't even gonna shoot there. We were just trying to find another low. But fuck, like shit wasn't going as planned. And we were like fuck, so we were just like fuck it. We'll just shoot this bitch right here. Like, we're deep as fuck in this gas station.
Might as well
like,
type shit.
Right, like, it looked crazy as fuck already. Like, everyone came up to the cars and shit, and we was just, like, huddled up and shit. So I was like, bet. Bro got the camera rolling and shit, and yeah, that shit was just jumping over there on that side. And then we had to bust a mission all the way to the west side, like, Avondale, Buckeye area and shit, to shoot, like, the other little house party. And then that motherfucker almost damn near did get shot up at the end and shit of the motherfucker, bro. Like, bruh. It was crazy. Like, bitches was socking each other. Niggas was yelling at each other. But, like, ain't no shade to the west side. But that was the west side, bro. Me and the homies from the south, but we just sitting back, sipping our cups, just watching this shit, just on go, making sure we straight. Because this ain't got nothing to do with us. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with us. But we just watching, you know, making sure, like, we good and shit. Because it was a cool, like, a little Addy party vibe type shit, like, because we was deep as fuck, so, you know, everybody was lit. Everybody
was like a good vibe type shit.
For sure. Like, it was like a straight, like, yeah, like damn near Eddie type shit. Like, it was a good ass vibe. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I wasn't in the moment when shit switched. So I can't tell you what happened. But yeah, and then that's how that night ended. Motherfuckers get shot. Well, no, I don't know. We left before, like, we seen the, like, motherfuckers. So we don't know. Yeah, so we don't know what would happen and shit. But and then, yeah, we just called it a night. It was already like 2, 3 in the morning anyways. We were fucking faded as fuck. Had to drive all the way fucking back to the south side in 45 minutes, drunk as fuck, or like 2 in the morning. But it was straight freeway, so we was smashing that shit. We got there in like 20 minutes, 15.
That's cool though, because like, you know, like how you mentioned right now earlier, how like you were like taking a good minute to like find your sound. If you like look at like just like artists as a whole, bro, there'd be a lot of them that like they don't even sound like how they sound now. But it's just like, you know, the fact that you keep working at it, that's just crazy.
Right. And I feel like it's cool to like change your tone or your flow, like, cause that's definitely, like, you know, it's important to be versatile and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, like you could definitely tell when someone's still like trying to like find their sound or some shit, like with their like songs and shit. Like they be like like mid song, they be like switching shit. Like it's different from like switching a flow and like I don't really know how to explain it, but like you could hear that shit. Like, and there's not even nobody like nobody specific. Cause at the time I be talking about me and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, it's definitely like it's important to be patient and shit. Like a lot of shit I be reading and shit, and, like hearing and shit. I be just soaking a lot of this shit in, cause it's facts. Motherfuckers be knowing more than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to be patient. There's really no rush and shit, but I ain't gonna lie, it do be making me mad when I see motherfuckers be blowing up off of bullshit and shit. Like you feel about it. I be like, bruh.
So like, how was your childhood like though? Like growing up and shit. Like, was it like cool? You know?
Shit. I mean, everybody got their shit. You feel what I'm saying? But like, it was cool for the most part. Like, without getting like too deep into that shit. Shit, I don't know. It's like crazy. So it's like, but I'm just trying to think right quick.
Nah, you're all good, bro.
Nah, yeah, like
you're all
like,
good, fool.
I was like
It's
trying
all
to like
good.
think a lot of probably like
did like you know what I'm saying? I feel you, bro, cause like you know I grew up in like kind of like.
well, okay, so
area
yeah,
shit.
like it was cool and shit, like the family wise and shit, but like obviously like it was still like we still like in the South and shit with it, you know what I'm saying? So like we still like like both my folks and shit is working and shit, you know, but we still like it ain't enough, you know what I'm saying? We still out here gotta like provide for the family shit, gotta like do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily like hustling that shit, you know what I'm saying? It could be another hustle, you know, picking up off of some shit, you know, picking up a grind and shit. Hence like why I like picked up this music shit. Like it was all cool and fun and games and shit until like I got like till like I started seeing like numbers and shit, like how I be getting paid off this shit, like for real. So then once I seen like I be like, damn, like, I'm making like a couple hundred off. I just released a song type shit. And I got like a couple hundred off that shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like it's bread to be like made and shit. So
no, definitely, bro.
So
when you like have an image and you have like the whole city rocking with you, that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God, but yeah, yeah, it was like cool. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, motherfuckers had their shit, you know, bouncing around from home to home here and there. You feel what I'm saying? Had to grind it out, struggle it out, you know. But it ain't never nothing, you know. You lose it all. If you if you got it all, you could lose that shit again. But hey, you got it once, you can grind that shit back again, nigga.
Bro. That's the real shit. And like in life, bro, like real shit, you gotta look at it like if they were to strip you for like everything you had today, like your bank account, your clothes and shit, what would you be worth? Like what type of skills you got, you know? You know what I'm saying? So like,
right.
When you have that mentality, fool, like you'll go far.
Yeah, and that's like some shit that like you can't teach, really. Like
yeah,
you can't
have
teach,
it in
like,
you.
Yeah, like just like cause like honestly, I know good motherfuckers like that come from like the burbs and shit, you know, like they both their parents are working shit, you know, they got money and shit, you know, and they still got that like some like the mentality morals and shit that some of my fucking homies from the South don't. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't got nothing to do.
I feel you. Like they silver spoon fed in a sense, but and then like they be like, you know what I'm saying? They still be thugging it.
Right. Like and that's what. So it ain't nothing about like no like who you are, where you come from, or image or nothing like that. It's like you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know like I got all kinds of homies and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I got youngins, got old heads and shit. Got motherfuckers that don't never shot a gun in their life, and I got some motherfuckers that in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just had to do with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Free the homies, bro.
No cap, free the homies, free my cousin Serge. You feel me?
Shit, hey, where'd you get your like? How'd you come up with your like stage name?
Shit, I was finna go by D-Dog, like D-Dog and shit, cause that's what that was like my I don't know, when I was like running sheets and shit, like that's just what I like went by.
That was like,
I don't know, it was just cause it just went with my government shit at the time. But then I was like, nah, like that's kinda like cringe or whatever, like you feel what I'm saying? It's like so it started with Instagram. That was my Instagram username. Like that, my first with the Southmade800, what I started with. I never changed that shit. Like that's been that. So shit
like
for years.
ever since you changed it to that, that's all it's been and shit.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can change your IG tag, but nah. So that's when I was thinking about it, going back and forth, I was like, you guys like that. I was like Southmade800, like yeah, that hard. I was like, I feel that, cause like yeah, that's me. You feel what I'm saying? Cause
that
it's
shit
like,
hard.
Right, I'm straight Southmade, and like 800's the block that I grew up on, like right there on 7th Avenue Broadway. When you like go down the blocks and shit, is 800 and shit. So it just made sense. So I was just like, boom, shit, just rock with it and shit.
That shit too. Hey, so like, where do you see yourself like within like when it comes to like your music career, like your projects you have, like where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years for sure. 5 years for sure. I definitely gonna have. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some. I don't know. I ain't gonna say like I'm making this shit, cause like.
Right.
Cause like even when you feel like you're making this shit, you can still make it and shit. There's always like a next level. But I'm definitely gonna be like better. Like we all gonna, the whole gang, everybody gonna be situated and shit.
Mm-hmm.
By like 5 years from now, we definitely gonna have like some income other than rap. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the people around me and shit, we all gonna be straight.
So like I feel so.
But yeah, but it's just like I think it like I tell you like where I see myself, but I'm really all about like my people, my family, only because they really behind me. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't really like whatever I do for myself is on like it's just gonna be too like you feel what I'm saying? Where it's gonna go off with them.
But like, do you see like but like when it comes to like the whole situation as far as like say if you were to like go mainstream. And the label comes to you and tells you, like, oh, so we're offering you this much. Woo,
Oh, okay.
And then let's just say, like, you're making numbers, right? Like, where do you see yourself in that situation? Like, would you stay independent even if you're making numbers, or would you take that deal?
It's funny because we always talking about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm independent easy. That's an easy question. I mean, easy answer, like, for sure. Just, like, because, like, just last night, I was just, like, scrolling shit off, on the feed and shit. And then some bullshit with I don't know, Megan Thee Stallion, I guess, like her label don't want to pay her. I don't know, but I see that.
Like I look at King Lil G as a like great example when it comes to like why you shouldn't and you should just go like independent. Because that fool was like legitimately when he was coming out the rap game, this fool was like at Swami selling this shit. You feel me? He went from that fool to like if you go on his website right now. His average shirt costs us like $80.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he went from that food to like 10 years to doing like entrepreneurship. So independent is like I feel like it's definitely in a sense the way, bro.
Right, you could because you do like you could do what the fuck you want, like and me like I'm always like about like doing like it ain't no. It just feel like I'm just more about like if you want. I've always said if you want something done right, you gotta do it your way. You know what I'm saying? And like nobody can really like see or like know what you're thinking. And you could like you can explain yourself, but everyone knows you can't explain yourself to the way you want to say it. It's always like for some reason, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you just gifted like that shit. Just I know I can. I know my people can. We fucked up sometimes with like we can't. But not like just like with being independent. Like you do what you want type shit. Like if you want to like branch out like and start some other shit. Like you don't have to check in with nobody. Like you you got the bread, start that shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus like waiting for an approval or an okay type shit. Or even just like releasing songs, like that's why motherfuckers. That's why like mainstream rappers and shit don't release songs like back to. I guarantee you, what rapper don't want to release songs back to back type shit if they got motion and shit.
That's the thing though. Like I feel like as a rapper, you should legitimately just be paying for a feature, and a music person, legitimately, and a producer in a sense too. You know, but like I would say as far as like the steps of going in a certain direction to like really crack off or like really blow up. It's really like a feature away sometimes, bro. You feel me? Like the whole like shit that you did with like BSG, like food. Like I'm telling you, that shit's gonna come. Like how was that? Obviously, I'm gonna get into that question, but like that shit alone is gonna like in the future within a year or two help you and like in a long way.
Okay, no, for sure.
But how did you come across that feature? Like who set that up? You set that up, or like who hit who?
So again, I'm all about doing like my shit and shit just cause cause right, like you want something done right, you gotta do that shit yourself and shit, and like especially with some shit like getting like a feature or like getting like into a book for something and shit, it's a big deal. You gotta hit your shit right. You gotta be like you gotta be professional about it.
You gotta be like your own manager sometimes.
Right and shit, but again, shout out to my boy, the only Chris X Cross from Valley Club, but that's his IG. He set that shit up. We was just in the studio and shit, just chopping it up and shit, and he was like, yeah, he's finna head out to LA and shit, this and this and that, and I was like, damn, like yeah, boo. I was like, yeah, like I was gonna go to Rocky Point to Puerto Peñasco with the gang and shit, just to turn up and shit, But he was like, yeah, I'm finna go to LA this and that. I'm finna link with BSG and all of them, like, cause he went to some shows with them, like he had his own business with them.
Valley Club shot like a music video for them, huh?
Oh yeah, they done a lot for them. They done a couple of shit.
They did like that hood vlog too and shit, huh?
Yeah, that shit did numbers. That shit went up crazy. Yeah, starring my boy P4K, like he was the one that walked them around and shit and all that. But yeah, that shit was cool for sure. Damn, my high school I was talking about.
No, you all good. So like, how was it like working with them though, like with BSG, like you know?
Yeah. So fucking. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking. I got so. Hold on, you gonna have to edit this because I remember what I was talking about. But
Good.
yeah. So he was like, I'm finna start to LA this and then I was like, damn. He was like, shit. He was like, you should slide and shit, like just right off the bat. And I was like, bet. Or, he was like, yeah, I'm finna be tapped in with the gang shit, this and that. We gonna be working and shit. And he was like, I could definitely get you a feature from somebody for sure and shit. Cause that boy's tapped in for sure. Like, yeah. And I was like, damn, word, like that's true and shit. And then we just like was chopping it up and shit about like who, like where, when, and when was comfortable for me and shit. And we picked the day, picked the time and shit. I was always fucking with BSG just cause like just their sound and shit and who they are, like, you know, they cold as fuck. Fuck with them for sure. So I was like,
there was a scene for sure for me.
Yeah,
they still is too.
No, yeah, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. That one, it was like what, like last year, 2 years ago,
Bro,
or
motherfuckers I was bumping the motherfuckers for a minute.
Oh god,
I was like, these motherfuckers go tough.
Oh god, yeah,
they got a couple of bangers. Like they got some sneaky bangers too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh god, there's some ones that we like skipping, but like when you really listen to it, it's like, oh shit, nigga, motherfucker, yeah.
This shit slap.
But it was cool for sure and shit. We ended up linking up with them. He when I first got into LA and shit, he was doing a show that night. So we set it up to where I was in the studio, cause I went over there. I went over there like I was over there just finna get the like we was gonna like raw dog that bitch, you know. We was gonna both go to the studio and shit.
Just like
get
freestyle,
the beat and like you know what I'm saying. So fucking but he had a show that he was actually gonna be doing like that same day. So he ended up just sending me an open, and I just hopped on that shit and I just rocked with it. And then while he was doing the show, I was in the studio recording the song. So right after the show, when he was finished, he met up with me at the studio, and then we shot the video right then and there. We got a couple scenes and shit, just did some shit, but yeah, it was cool and shit. Like, yeah, he a cool person and shit. He dope. We vibing for real and shit.
He's cool people.
Yeah, oh god, fucking, we was both tired as fuck. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. I ain't gonna hold you and shit, but he was right. He was real cool. He was showing love and shit to the gang and shit. You know, like it was.
That's hard.
Oh god, he had the spots and shit for real.
So like, how many like has Chris produced like a lot of your music or?
Yeah, that boy damn near produced my whole catalog damn near.
Oh shit. Okay.
I only fuck with 2 producers for Chris and then my boy Hypnosis 614. They it's like right down the middle with them. It's only them 2.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just like it ain't really nothing like it ain't really nothing to it. Like I don't mind like testing or branching out and shit, but it's like I already know what my sound is. Like it already took a minute for like, and I already sound good here. You know
so they already know you and shit.
Yeah, and that's like that's the important thing too. Like I wanted to like build a connection, like you know, like with my like producers and shit, engineers, because that's important shit. You know, you rock with like someone that you go with and shit, but like ain't like my boys will tell you and shit from like when I first started going to them and shit versus to now and shit. Like we going, we punching and shit. They know where I fuck up on out of town. They be like boom, like it's fast as fuck, real smooth. Like they know what it is.
It's
shit.
A vibe and shit. You already pull up. You already know what to do.
Right, like green, like that's like again, like I'm all about vibes and shit for real. Like you know, what I'm saying? If it shit is cool, like yeah, we finna get some shit in for sure.
But that shit feels cool enough to like have like a fucking like a feature like out of state and shit.
Yeah, on God, fucking like, the day after we shot that video and shit, we was chopping it up, shit, me and the boys and shit. And I was like, damn, like I'm already knowing like what the feature's gonna do. Like this is a whole different like level and shit. Just like just like the fucking exposure I'm gonna get and shit. Like just so I was just telling him, I was like, this shit like you know, motherfuckers is working. You know what I'm saying? Like it shit feel good. You know, we coming out here and shit. We still had a good, like you said, we still like went to the beach and shot a little vacation. You know, But like we was like I was still working and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
that shit was a business trip.
yeah, for sure. So it was just feel good.
And
like,
that shit was
knowing
crazy.
that
You was finna go to Rocky Point, your ass said, nah, I'm
and
finna
God
go to
just
this shit.
and I
That's
wasn't about to
crazy.
do shit but get drunk out there and shit.
Nah, that's motivation.
For real, like that's just like
Yeah.
the motivation for real. Just like what is it? Just like dedication. That too and shit. Just like it shows like to me it shows me like really where my mind is and shit and like where it's at and shit. Cause like boy, cause man, I spent like double, triple, maybe 4 times what I would have spent out there in Rocky Point. Like I'd be going out there with a band and coming back with like 500 still.
Shit.
And I'd be like out there like lit, like the whole time living good and shit.
I'd be lit.
Bro, I'm telling you, spending mad bread, you feel what I'm saying? So like it ain't really nothing, like the money really ain't really nothing when you really like got your heart in this, cause you know like once like anybody know that one fucking song, they'll do it. Shit, turn your whole shit up.
Shit, so like what would you say is like your most influence when it comes to like music? Like what influenced you?
Break that, we done it.
Oh.
These motherfuckers.
You got a trash can?
Yeah, I'll take this shit. Thank you.
Shit. Back then, or it wasn't really. Just throw it on. Or use the next ash. Or was that for it? Or was that a bag?
Yeah, I'm about to put it. Now we all Gucci.
Oh
Shit.
god.
Well, what was you saying, bro?
But like back then when I started, I don't know, I was just doing this shit for fun. Like there wasn't really like nothing really more to it and shit. But again, like when I really first seen this shit that you could like really get paid off this shit, then I was like betting shit. Cause it was funny because what I did with that first little check that I got or whatever it wasn't nothing big. It was like little 200 type shit, but it was just like off that one song type shit that I just started. So it's Mad Motion now. So like that was just off the first song that I started. So you know you just mad now.
Because I was looking at your YouTube channel and shit, and I was going through like your videos, and I was like scrolling down, and I noticed that I was like, damn, like this fool, you got numbers, bro. Like you're doing numbers and shit. That ass.
Yeah, and that's mad promotion, bro. Like mad promo. That's like going back to signers and I spent the whole like the video alone probably cost me like $400-500 to make, but I still put up a whole band behind the promo alone type shit, and that's where like, and I tell like anybody and shit that's like really like getting into it, that's the most important thing. Like
it's the influence. It's like the reach and shit.
Right,
yeah.
the reach exactly. That's what's really gonna spread your shit, cause you can have like, I'm just like I don't know, like, you can have like a good like amount of subscribers and shit, but once you reach that little max checkpoint and shit, like you just hoping on YouTube to push your shit. You know what I'm saying? Rather than fucking, you gotta put your shit out there.
So like, when it comes to like Arizona right now, like do you have any features coming up with anybody from out here?
Yeah, for sure. I got I don't know. I kind of got a lot of shit with the gang really, just cause like, I'm trying to think. I got some people. I got some shit with some folks and shit, but I don't got. Like the motherfuckers that are like known, the up and coming rappers. Nah, I don't got no.
But like I said, like you can name them and shit. I don't care. Like who like.
Well, these motherfuckers don't even. It's just like the game. They don't even got fucking like rap names. Dude. That's why I was like, or it's just like.
It's like the homies and shit. Y'all y'all barely like testing the waters and shit.
Yeah, but cause like I'm telling you, like once this shit like started moving and shit, like everyone like started like, I wouldn't say like falling in place, but they knew what's up. Like they see what I'm about.
They see the potential
I'm serious,
and shit.
I'm fucking about this shit, and they see where it could go and shit.
That's hard.
And so like a couple of the homies and shit, they started like like testing this shit, signing this shit, and I be fucking with someone. I be fucking with a couple like like. We all homies, so we gonna tell motherfuckers if that ain't slapping and shit, just cause like we ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Cause
that's real love, yeah.
Right, and I be telling motherfuckers that I can't stand that shit. Like I be like, yo, like, did that take sound clean or how did this video look and shit? And I be asking like 5 times. They be like, it look hard. I be like, nah, nigga, like dead ass, like in the most serious fucking way. You gotta
the best thing you gotta do, bro, is you gotta show motherfuckers that you don't know. like someone that you don't know, like hit them up, be like,
Oh
hey,
God.
be like, hey, tell me honest, you think this shit hit? If that shit knock, they gonna tell you that shit knock. That shit boof. They gonna be like, hey, that shit boof.
Yeah, oh God, that's facts for real. Cause I be telling the homies, I be like, bro, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Like this is like for me to get fucking better. Like I need to know type shit and shit. But yeah, I be a couple of the homies and shit. I be got some shit on the way. Slappers too. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like
Slappers
bangers,
and
bro.
shit.
Like on some shit that like yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be that.
Shit. So like, do you think will you just like would do music, or do you think you would do something else, like acting or like?
On God, I took a no, I didn't say no, but on God, like the videos and shit that I be doing and shit.
Yeah, cause that shit hard. I ain't gonna lie, like the whole scenes. Cause there's a couple, like there's one that you mentioned earlier, and there's the other one where I don't know the name of the song, but it's like
grinding.
I think so. Where you're telling that fool like, hey, put that shit on, and that fool's like, I don't want to do it. And then he's like, do that shit. And then he puts it on. Yeah, that shit hard. I was like, dude.
Yeah, that shit. I'm telling you, bro. That and nah, just cause like I be getting like mad fucking. When I hear about my music and shit, it be the acting scenes. Like those scenes, they be like, yo, that shit hard. How you did that little skit in the middle and shit or whatever for. And they be like, yeah, keep doing that shit, bro. That shit tight as fuck. This and that. So fucking.
That shit hard.
God, so yeah, and that shit look cool. This shit look cool too for sure. Like, seeing myself really like in the field, I mean, in the acting field type shit. Fucking and then it's fun shooting it too. Like doing it, like especially when you're with the gang and shit, and the homies and shit. Fucking, we just all fucking around and shit. But then like when we really like look, when it's all said and done, when we look at it and shit come out clean as fucking. We're like, damn and shit like. And that's why I be telling a lot of motherfuckers, like, well, with the homies, like I was saying, about the ones that just started signing, like, pick up some shit. I was like, shit, if you want to take this shit, like, shit serious and shit, like I'm all for it. Like, you know, I'm behind y'all niggas and shit. Like we could drop on my shit. Like, you get your little exposure and shit and that. And, but I just be telling them, like, you just gotta be serious with this shit. Like, cause you see, I ain't playing around. Yeah. You know, I ain't for the play and shit. Like,
they gotta have that hunger. They gotta see that. They gotta see that vision. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see it in their head.
And I be telling them there's no excuse why nothing in between. There's no excuse. It's either yes or no because I just tell them because look at me. Yeah. Like what the fuck, like bro, like come from like just look at me. Like there's like you know what I'm saying? Because there's because we all be going through the same shit. You know we all homies. We all brothers. You know we feel we know each other's struggles and pains and shit. Mm-hmm. And and I'm all for this shit. You know and it just goes all back to like if you're really serious about it or not.
That's true.
Yeah. And but I be telling them like if you want to do it for like you like there's no pressure, you know, we could release a track for the fun, like it's just like you know what I'm saying, but just they just be having questions and shit like that.
Shit. So you got like a couple of tracks coming out with the homies?
Yeah. Well, I actually got my tape finna drop. Well, I got a song dropping what on Friday coming up.
That music video you shot yesterday?
Not that one.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay.
I got you. I got boy.
Making. He said I'm cooking shit. For sure. Nah, that's a good strategy. I ain't gonna lie. Being consistent like that shit gonna knock.
No, for sure, And I would have been so last year. I kind of like I took a break from rapping and shit. Like I was just handling some personal business and shit. So I wasn't really like. Pushing nothing, I wasn't really putting nothing out. I wasn't consistent at all, type shit like. So, and I know what consistency does, like you know the power of it. You know what I'm saying, like. Yeah. So fucking, I already knew like what was up. So what I did was within that little breaker time that I was like just stacking. You know what I'm saying, just like
stacking it up type.
Yeah,
shit.
or stacking like songs and shit and like videos, like keeping them in the vault type shit. So when the time comes and shit, like, I'm consistent with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have everything ready. I could just, boom, drop, promote, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, like, other, aside from marketing and shit, bread is fucking everything. Like, you know, you don't got money, bro, you can't
do shit.
Right, bro, like, you gotta pay to make the song, you gotta pay for the dude to record you gotta pay for the dude to manage that shit, you gotta pay for the video, you gotta pay for this, you gotta pay for the pro, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for everything, bro. Like
and then you got like then you got your whole life and like.
And then you got your fucking life.
That's the whole thing. Fool. You gotta have.
Man,
That's man.
Yeah, this shit ain't for the weak at all and shit. That's fucking.
Nah, that's hard though. I ain't gonna
the-
lie. Shit. So like, as far as your first music video that like you ever dropped to like your last music video that you did yesterday or the day before, like where do you see that you've grown?
Oh, everywhere. Oh God, for sure. I don't know, just from like the presence of like me doing it and shit, like the comfortability, you know, like the energy, like, and I see it in the gang too. Like it's crazy, like we all just be like teed off the rip and shit, like versus the fucking first time or first two videos out. I still tell them, but I tell them like, you know, like turn up, you know what I'm saying? Like come on now, like we gotta get lit and shit, this and that. But nah, for sure, like I definitely known I've grown like stupendous, tremendous. Like I'm just more like into it now. Like it's just everything's just different, like more clear. Like I gotta like.
Now it seems like you got more of a clear tunnel vision.
Yes, for sure, exactly. Couldn't put it no better.
That's crazy. Yeah. So like, what are you, bro? Like, my bad, but like, what's your nationalities? Like, are you like Hispanic and shit? Or?
I'm straight Mexican.
Straight Mexican.
Straight, yeah. My mom and dad are from here and shit, but you know, my grandparents, my nana, my tata, they from Mexico. You know, Jalisco, I think.
Jalisco, that's raw. Hell yeah, shout out to
and
Jalisco.
fucking
Shout out to
Hermosa.
Somoza? Where's that? Where? Wait, what'd you say?
Hermosa, am I saying that right?
Hermosa.
I don't know where my tata's from, but that's where my mom's from. It's some shit like that.
Nah, it probably is. Yeah, no, MX is cool. That shit raw as fuck, but hell yeah, that's raw. So.
Shit dangerous as fuck too. But nah, that shit's always a vibe for sure. Yeah. I mean, when you
if you stay out the way.
Yeah, like you're not gonna poke your hand or be into some bullshit. There ain't gonna be no bullshit. That's just yeah.
My ass, my mom, she from like Sinaloa, you know, Los Mochis. So I grew out there for like 2 years.
Hell yeah.
So like I seen a little bit, and I mean, you know, if you just stay like out the way, they wouldn't fuck with you. Like you would see shit, you know. The cops were mad cricket though, you know, super cricket. Shit, that shit crazy. So like out of Arizona, like, do you know like any rapper that you should be like that you want to tell to the public and shit, like, hey, like watch out for this rapper that's like no one's even thinking, that's like, you know, then he's not even on a radar type shit, you know, anybody?
Shit. Shit, I can just shout out the gang and shit, no cap. Shout out to that boy H300. That boy coming up. That boy Sleepy coming up.
Raw.
My boy Southmade. Sound like Southmade, but it's Southmade. Because he's Southmade. And shit. Those are all the those homies I be making music and shit with. They gonna be coming on my put them on my little tape and shit, you know how I go and shit. But
nah, that's hella raw and shit. That's tough.
Oh God, but just the game, bro. Them niggas be working. They code with it too. Like
they code with it.
Yeah, they getting that shit right. So so when they get their shit in, watch out for them motherfuckers. On God.
Yeah. Shit. So like I'm faded as fuck.
Oh God, I be trying to stay on topic when you be.
Hey, so like you don't got any like fucking like clothing coming out and shit, like any merch and shit. You don't got anything like in like any projects coming out like that type shit.
Yeah, I got some cold shit on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in my head right now.
It's in your head.
Hey, yeah, so like I gotta get all that shit.
You know, because that's the whole thing,
right,
bro. When you got that influence, especially, you know, coming out the South Side and shit, like when you got that influence,
oh God,
you got that reach, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? If you get yourself a little cool designer and shit, you know, you can make some little hard shit.
Nah, for real, like
people start rocking your shit, like, hey, fool. Like,
oh God, like in my my thing and shit is like the ski mask and shit. So like I got some raw, like I'm finna put my little shit on like, cause I be getting like DMs and shit. They be like, yo, I'm gonna need a ski mask. Like, see right where yours is at and shit. They be like, all that shit and shit. Just cause I like over the time I had like couple different designs and shit. So but it's gonna be raw for sure. Like whole fits head to toe type shit, just on the way and shit. And I want to get that shit out like this year for sure. Just cause I know this shit gonna be crazy.
I feel like that's like one of the best ways to like come up, you know, when you like come up with some shit like that. Is definitely like, it's for like exposure, and then now you're just like literally like you're creating more of a fan base. Cause, you know, now you gonna have little kids rocking your shit at school. Like,
Right.
That shit gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
You know, think about it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the other day I see some food rocking the OTX boys, the OGZ shirt. I was like, damn, this little ass boy. I was like, what the fuck? He's like fucking 8 years old and shit. I was like, damn.
Oh, God, bro. That's just... Yeah, but not for real. I'm already knowing this shit's gonna... Yeah, because I be getting, like, mad requests, like, off the rip already and shit just for, like, just for merch and shit, like... And I be like, it's on the way for sure. Like, it's on the way. Like, this shit gonna go crazy. So I definitely want to get that shit out on the ASAP.
You got any music coming out with AZ Brutals?
Nah, but we just took a, he was out there with me on, an alley and shit. We was just, turning up, vibing and shit. We linked up with some folks and shit out there. At the moment, nah, we don't, but we definitely gonna get some shit in though. We was talking and shit about all kinds of shit.
That'd be tight. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God, nah, he go crazy. And he at the south side too, yeah. We going to get some shit in for sure.
Shit, so like, what about that rap group, CTE? You know, shout out to CTE. Bro, I'm trying to tap in with that. I want to interview them.
Wait, which ones?
The whole crew.
You talking about CB?
No, CTE. Those fools from, I don't know. They're like a rap group.
From where?
From the south side. CTE.
CB.
Oh, my bad.
I think it's CB.
Yeah, it probably is.
Cactus Boys.
Yeah, Cactus Boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm faded as fuck.
Oh God, like, yeah, I was like, fish him out, yeah.
Shit, my bad, fools.
Nah, yeah, they cool for sure. I haven't reached out to them or neither have they. Shit, it ain't nothing in between and shit. It's just I just be sticking to I just be sticking to myself, honestly. And it ain't like no shade with like none about it and shit. I'm just trying to like, I don't know, like as important as I know, like, you know, like getting music out with other motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah.
I just be trying to like get my shit right real quick. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like,
I feel it. Try to like,
but nah, they cold for sure. We
Yeah.
definitely go get some shit in. Like they got a good movement behind them too and shit. I know when we click up.
I feel like the South Side's definitely gonna be coming up for like music, you know, like all of Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, like even just, you know, east side of Phoenix and like Mason and shit.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like, you know, South Side. Yeah.
Like exactly, because I like there's a lot of like how motherfuckers.
I was about to say that. I was like, there's like a couple, like there's like a grip of food. There's like I be going like on the you know, shout out to like the AZ plug, you know.
Yeah, shout out to the fire plug and shit. They be posted that nigga. We posted that.
Nah, I was on their page the other day and I was scrolling down and I was like, damn, all these motherfuckers from the South Side. I was like, damn, there's a lot of foods. I was like, there's a grip load of motherfuckers coming down.
I'm glad, and that's what I was saying. Like back then, like I couldn't name it like nobody and shit. Like, I didn't know. That's why like when I said, I was like, all right, bet I'm finna start some shit, and then like now like I'm like how that shit gonna sound. I niggas like not trying to take credit for that. But now like I can name like a good group of motherfuckers and shit, and it like and it's nice to see the motherfuckers start working and shit, cause I'm like again like I know like when we all click up and shit, that's what we need to do to real shit, just like
that would be a whole movement that
right,
like y'all would get the whole state cracking for real. Cause you know what I'm saying, like the South Side's been known for that shit, you know.
Right, like
so
like we get like a cool little cipher or some shit in with the South Side cipher with all them niggas. Yeah, I know that shit gonna go crazy, stupid. That shit really put some shit on the map type shit.
Nah, for real. Nah, AZ's coming up. You like, you know, even like a lot of people are coming notice. Even like in the whole fucking like it comes to like entertainment world and the whole like sport world, like, you know, Brock Purdy, like that fool Brock Purdy, bro, he graduated from fucking Gilbert High School, like Perry.
Yeah, oh God,
that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying, he was about to go to the Super Bowl, like, you know what I'm saying, like a kid from AZ type shit. Like,
yeah, but
it shows a lot of potential, you know?
Yeah, I noticed the homie from he used to go to Chavez, you know, Chavez High School and shit.
Caesar.
Yeah, the homie Tata and shit. He played for the Rockets now, Houston Rockets, NBA.
You see?
He was just graduated like 2-3 years ago from Chavez.
Even Brian Murphy, fucking.
I'm glad that little motherfucker
Brian
too.
Murphy from the Cardinals. He went. I don't know where he went, but he was from Scottsdale and shit. Like, there's a bunch of fools coming up.
Oh God. But I didn't even know all that shit either. Like
it's a trip.
But when you look down into it, it's like damn. It like gives you like a little sense of hope and shit like that. It's like, oh, these motherfuckers really like come from this motherfucking from the zone too and shit like that. Like
yeah. Nah, Arizona got, you know, it got its time. It's just I think the thing about AZ is just like the 602 is not really like as far as entertainment, it's not really such a big market. But sports, it is in a sense. But I think it's gonna change. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna change. I could for sure, in a sense, in the next 2, 4, even
No, for sure, cause it's like just like look what a year or two did.
Yeah, like even Lalo gone brazy. Shout out to Lalo.
Oh God, yeah.
That little fool, like that fool's fucking
That
fool
nigga
came
funny.
up out of nowhere. But you know what I'm saying?
Funny.
That fool is funny and shit. Nah, that fool's
Yeah,
funny.
oh God, he be watching this shit. He'll be having me weak for real. Yeah, shout out to that man.
Nah, for real. So like you haven't tapped in with like how did you tap in with like 602 Brian?
That's bro and shit. We all knew each other before we
whole rap
started
shit?
rapping and shit.
Okay.
I used to go to school with his bro, that 602 Jose.
Oh, okay.
I used to go to high school and shit with him, and then we used to kick it. We used to go to some Addies and shit, turn up and shit. We used to drink and sip with him. So it was love after.
Oh, that's crazy as fuck. So that's clear into like how y'all both came up rapping and shit.
Yeah,
Like, out of nowhere y'all started rapping type shit.
Yeah, on God, like, yeah, and we never really talked about it, like,
That's crazy.
shit, we didn't, like, it was just really, like, I was like, like, we would just kick it, like, when motherfuckers throw, he'd be like, I'm finna throw a crib and shit, pull up and shit, and we just kicking and shit with the gang. But, yeah, on God and shit, like, it's like, yeah, I didn't know, that's why I was like, oh, bet, like, nigga, come rapping too and shit, and then, just, like, I think after I shot I think when I dropped 3500, after that shit dropped and shit, he hit me up. He was like, yeah, he hit me up and shit. He was just like, yeah, that video was hard, this and that. About the acting scene and shit too. I'm telling you,
Yeah, that shit too.
He was like, yeah, we need to get some shit in for sure. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know you was rapping and shit. What the fuck? And then he sent me the City List song and shit with the open already. Like, he was already ready and shit. Like,
So he sent you like the verse type shit already?
yeah,
huh?
he sent me the whole everything, like I don't know exactly when it was, but I was already in the studio and shit.
Mm.
So he sent me like the whole waves and shit, and then I was like, bet. And I was fucking with too, like the beat and shit and everything was tired and shit. I knew he was spazzing in that shit.
Mm.
And I was like, bet, like we was teed up with the gang and shit. And then I fucking laid that shit and then sent that shit back out to him, and then it was like bad news. He was rocking with it, and then fucking I think like a week later we set up the video shoot with Core from Valley Club and shit. That's
Out of Core and shit.
Oh God, that's the head huncho and shit over there and shit. So we set that shit up, and then shit, I think like a week later after that, or 2 weeks later is when we shot the video and shit. So yeah, so I knew all the niggas like before we even started rapping and shit. So it was like I said, like it's cool and shit, like seeing like motherfuckers like from the South or not from the South, but from like Phoenix and shit coming up and shit, like for real.
Yeah, like 18 Breezy, 18 Breezy. That fool sounds pretty hard. I don't know if you know who that is.
1800 PT? Is that what you talking about?
Yeah.
From the east side?
Yeah. I'm saying his name wrong, my bad.
Yeah, he
go hard. He sound like he from Stockton too. That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, when I heard this shit, it was weird because I was like, scrolling to the fucking fire plug, and I was like, dang, I was like, why does this fool sound like he from like up north, like from Stockton? But that shit hard though. That shit go in.
Yeah, oh God, he did sound like he got that little EBK flow and shit too.
He'd be like, like
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh,
But he got it though, like that shit hard too though.
It sound hot. It sound hot though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God, and like it meant like it completely makes sense why he's so influenced by that sound, because we're right next door to Cali and shit. Like we all listen to Cali music and shit. They be getting it in and shit. So like yeah, like we're like I be trying to get like or like get my sound like that, just because of like we just like trying to get like shit popping, like we just like see if it's working, see if it's working for us and shit. But the same what works for them might not work for you and shit.
That's right.
But bro be getting in and shit. Like I be fucking with all these niggas and shit.
No, that shit cool though to see, like, everybody be showing each other love and shit,
Oh God, and they all from like everybody from like different sides and shit too, and like shit still be going crazy on each side.
That shit's crazy though. That shit's gonna knock, I feel like, eventually, like, MC Magic gonna come out and start making show with y'all foods and shit, like on some real shit.
Oh God.
Shout out to MC Magic for real.
Oh God, he be doing
We doing a lot of shit though.
Oh God, I don't know if he's gonna be at the little super show. Is it today or is it like next weekend? I don't know that, but it's on the 29th. When's the 29th? Next weekend.
Oh yeah.
That little super show shit, you know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I don't. My bad. My ass. I don't really be updating on shit like that, you know. But I heard about the one that was like last night and shit. 602 Brand was at that shit. Couple, Mr. Capone.
Yeah, that Taco Fest.
Yeah,
shit.
Lalo was there and shit. I see that shit. That fool was right there shining out some food. I don't know, something water or something. Shout out to the homie.
Okay, going crazy on that shit. Fucking water boy. Shout out to the motherfucking water people. Say, hey, we need them motherfuckers. I be popping off them niggas.
Shout out to the street vendors, no cap.
Oh God. Tacos be busting.
Nah, I feel like it's the year of the Mexicans on no cap, fool.
For a lot of them, for real, bro. Like you look at this shit.
Sports,
it's like,
music, it's crazy. Like you can even go to like women UFC, like baseball, fucking.
Oh God,
the only shit was like soccer, fool. We didn't even do shit. Like, yeah, like I was mad as fuck, fool, when we lost. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching it and I was just like, damn, fool, like I can't believe this shit. I was like, I really thought we were gonna do something. I was like,
God, it was.
I was like, damn, I can't. I was hurt, fool. I was hurt. I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God.
That shit had me fucked up though. No cap, because I remember when they lost the first time. I was like, dang.
Oh, they made it far too. It was like in the what?
I don't remember.
In this.
But I stopped watching the fucking thing. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I was like, I don't give a fuck who wins. So I was like, anyone.
I'm going to your team get eliminated. It's like, man, I don't give a fuck who wins.
Yeah. Do you have any like crypto money and shit?
Hell no. I don't know. Nah, but I just like I heard some shit. I don't know if it's true, but like eventually like the dollar finna like be like usually like.
Yeah, so like, dang, we could get into that topic. I could tell you some shit that I know. So like, realistically, bro, so like. A lot of countries, in a sense, are like stepping away from the U.S. dollar, right? And there's even like talks with like France and Germany.
Right. So China did that.
Yeah.
Recently.
So that's the thing. There's a new currency, right? It's called BRICS, and this currency was built by South Africa, India, Russia, China, and I know there's another one. Oh, Brazil. Now they started it, but now there's like a couple more countries on it, and the countries are to be on the waiting list. It's like Germany's trying to be on it. I think France is trying to be on it. There's like countries that are like, use the US dollar, like even Japan,
Yeah.
And that's crazy because now you go to other countries and they hear you're like, oh, you're American, oh shit, like you have bread. It's gonna go to like every American's gonna go broke overnight, like because the dollar's not gonna
because of like the switch and shit. Yeah,
the dollar's not gonna be worth anything, fool. Like that's why it's even scary because like even the Simpsons predicted some shit where like there's an episode where like this dude's talking about it's a prank, and then he sees like a dollar bill and he tries to get it and he's like, oh, it's a joke, and then they're like saying like supposedly like the dollar ain't shit. Like it's weird, like even Venezuela, like you look at Venezuela, inflation fucked their country up. Like now like food paper, people like built shit with the money so they could sell it because their shit is like so bad because they printed out all this money like the US is doing. So that's why a lot of people think that like the whole crypto shit is gonna be the next thing. So I would advise everybody to buy some fucking crypto. XRP, like fucking buy Bitcoin.
You talking about like the NFT shit?
No, that's different. In a sense, that's different. I'm talking about like,
but like the Bitcoin and shit.
Bitcoin is basically like it's in a sense like people's money, So Bitcoin, you could like
a bank credit card type shit. Like
it's like something that's worth that you can't see it, but you go to like a lot of countries like Russia, China, even Mexico that accept Bitcoin. So like, say if the U.S. were to fall. There's a thing that came out, bro, that said some shit like, if the US dollar were to fall, silver would be worth at like $300, gold would be worth at like $500, Bitcoin would be worth at like, I don't know, it says some crazy shit like 50,000, 500,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like infinity type shit. And then XRP would be worth like, it's at 50 cents right now. It would be worth at 50. credit or whatever, you know. So it's just crazy because the yen, like the yen and the Chinese dollar, that shit's the new thing. Like the bricks, that's the new currency.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like I'm glad I just.
And there's even talks with like Mexico going into it. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you know Spanish food, you know, you better bounce because Mexico's about to be rich, bro. They're building Amazon warehouses in Tijuana.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a fucking Tesla, you know, fucking thing built right there, and I don't know, in Chiapas or some shit. It's, you know, Mexico's gonna become like the next U.S. as far as like the trading partner with China in the you know Western Hemisphere. So like the U.S. is gonna go out of business, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's scary.
Oh, yeah, when you think about that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy because imagínate, bro. Like we're chilling right now, and like a week from now, like you wake up and they're like, oh yeah, like you can't get money from the ATMs, and they're like, oh yeah, every country is basically not trying to trade with us, so we can't do shit now. Like, dang, like, you know, they could do that. You know, our president.
Oh yeah, it's the president's fucking shit up, bro. Or I wouldn't say president, but it's, you know, it's damn.
Yeah, nah, no cap. So you don't got any upcoming projects besides that video you shot the other day?
Yeah. So yeah, besides the fucking, I got the motherfucking I got a song dropping this Friday coming up, called Get Into the Guala, you feel me?
Get Into the Guala.
Niggas paper chasing.
Let's go.
And I got this tape coming up, this little mixtape finally. Little heavily requested and shit. But I've been wanting to get this shit out too, like, for a minute and shit. But it's all bangers, slappers and shit. I don't got a release date for that one just yet, but the title to that one is Southmade. I can give you that one.
Southmade, y'all make sure y'all check that shit out. Stop playing, for real. No cap.
Bro.
Nah, so that's all you got. That's all like the works you got coming up type shit.
Yeah, at the moment, fucking.
Hell yeah. I want to ask you this question before we end this shit. How much money have you made, like, in features, or as far as people like hitting you up?
I could. Well, if I like added up and like haven't spent all the money and shit.
Yeah. Just like how much like money have like people hit you up like, hey bro, like, woo, how much for your feature?
Well, I charge $150 for the feature, so I probably racked up like a cool, like, out $1,500 just off features.
That's not
like,
bad.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the motherfuckers, or I know like a couple motherfuckers got the song and shit, but it'd be like a lot of like randoms and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I charged a couple family and shit too. but that's just cause it's like cousin, side cousin shit. Like,
Yeah.
if I charge just cause you owed me money or did some crime and shit, nigga, like, you know what you did and shit. But just like a little thou wow. Not even gonna lie, like, just like cause little 150s accumulated and shit. Cause I remember this one day fucking shout out to my boy Exmo and Rari, they from Mesa.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mesa and shit.
Oh god, I think that's at Exmo, is XEMO on fucking IG, and then yeah, you can check them and shit out. They got some. They both hit me up. They was showing mad love and shit. They both hit me up. They was like, yeah, bro, we trying to get a feature in it, and they was like, we both cash up you each and shit, like, for like the song and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they both got one like each and shit. And then I was already like 300 and shit, and then just like the two family that I charged and shit.
Nah, that's all good, bro. You know, you gotta charge for your work type shit.
Nah, but I just started like this, like, I honestly just started once I like started getting bread. Like, when I started getting bread, I was like, it's only right. Just cause like motherfuckers will listen to you,
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I can show the proof and shit. Like, the proof is there. Like, motherfucker, like, the streams on the like the insights and
Hey,
shit.
you know that's, you know, like, no cap, but I just had an idea. You ever seen that like YG little movie, like 30-minute movie, Blade on the Street? Hey, y'all should make one. Hey, y'all should make one with all the people from the South Side. With all the rappers from the South Side, you should make a little thing like that. No cap. That would go viral, bro.
I'm gonna have to tap in with my food for sure and shit.
Nah.
Oh, God. And then like I ain't gonna lie too, like
That'd be amazing.
I be a lot of them, or it's not really like I would just say like as far as like like a motherfucker like Phoenix not clicking and shit, or no one's not clicking, but not coming together. Like a lot of motherfuckers probably be too big, you know, like their ego be over their shoulders and shit. They be on some like just like some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be like just be focused on like the individual rather than the whole, which is cool. Like I do that shit all the time. Like back to saying like why I don't like be like doing like features with like a lot of like known, like I wouldn't say like known, but like people who got the names, just cause like I want to do like my like.
You want to come up with your own flow and your own style.
Right, like I don't want to be
That's
like,
not. There's nothing wrong with that. That's like a good way to go at it, bro. Because like then you get people that want to work with you. You know.
right, yeah, right.
At the end of the day, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? You're a business. You know?
Yeah, and then a lot of times too, like I've like rejected like fucking songs, like niggas was still trying to send bread, but I was like just not like I did it politely, like I just didn't really answer, or like I'll take my time to answer and shit, but just cause like aside from the money, like once the money started coming in, now it's not really too much about the money, unless I get like unless it's a big amount type shit, but I'm at this point, like, it's about, like, my name now, like, you know, my sound, you know. I'm not gonna be, like, yo, put on no bullshit, just, like, you know.
Yeah, no.
Over like $100 or $150.
You trying to show love and shit, you want, you know, it's gonna end up fucking you up type shit.
Right, like, yeah, and, like, yeah. But I be like, as best as I can, I be showing love and shit. For the most part, I be like, let's just, like, there was one time where I was like, let's just come to the studio, like, and I knew bro and shit, but, I'll show love, you know, let's come to the studio, and, like, I'll like help you, or I'll like we'll get this shit right type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna hop on the bullshit.
Yeah, nah, for real. Shit, nah. Shit, well, we gonna go ahead and wrap this motherfucker up, but shit, this is the SMO Club. I'm out here with Southmade800. This was a SMO. What's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Danny.
Danny. Alright, so.
Danny.
For Shelly, what's your
I'm Joe. South Joe.
Yeah, hell yeah.
South Joe, my fault.
Nah, y'all good shit. So nice having y'all and shit. We was faded as fuck.
I got the youngest and shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, appreciate this shit.
I'm high as hell.
Oh gosh, I ain't even gonna lie, but shit was a vibe and shit.